Ollie, how did that feel out there today?
Obviously it was hard work and it was enjoyable because we were much more in the game and I thought we were a lot better on the ball today, and obviously did well to get a draw, but obviously we want to improve and start picking up more points and more wins.
Did it feel a bit better than the draw in the changing room?
Yeah, it does in a sense, because we've lost a couple on the trot and obviously we want to be further up the table, and when you start picking up points it's always a bonus, so you get a bit more motivation out of it.
You played in a slightly different role today in front of the back four?
Yeah, a little bit deeper, and obviously the gaffer said he wants me to protect the back four a little bit and then get in around their strikers and break the play up a bit, which obviously I tried my best to do. So.
Do you enjoy that side of the game, that kind of scrappy midfield?
Yeah, I do like getting in the mix of it and tackling and winning the ball for the team and breaking play down. So obviously I'll do any job the gaffer asked me, to be fair, but that is my favourite kind of part of the game. What
did you make of Chesterfield today? They started the day second. Did they seem that far away from you?
Not in terms of football. They didn't seem to keep the ball much better than us. They did have a couple of big, strong players, and they did quite well with that. But I didn't think they were much better than us on the day. And we did work quite hard, and we worked a lot on our shape in training this week, and obviously it's paid off, and we got a point out of the game.
John Ward has been talking to us about the more experienced players in the team, Steve Mildenhall and maybe the captain Tom Parks. What do they say to you when you're going through the game? What kind of stuff do they pass on?
Obviously they give advice and they let you know what you're sort of doing, and if you do something well they'll always give you a pat on the back, and then say if you misplace a pass or something they'll say, oh, Clarke, you're better than that. So just they get you through well, and playing alongside JJ is good because he's always talking, and it's obviously good to bounce off one another and say what you think, so it's good.
For a young lad coming into a team for the first time, is it more difficult because the team isn't doing as well as we'd all hoped?
Yeah, it is, but obviously if your age doesn't really count, then obviously the gaffer thinks you're good enough, so you've got to go out and put that aside, and whether you're 5'2" or 6'3", really, and how old you are, you just got to get on with it.
What's the biggest thing you've learned since you've been in the side?
Just obviously the fitness and the physical aspects of the game are a lot tougher than they are in under 21s and playing reserve sides. So you always have to be on your toes, you've got less time on the ball, and obviously you've got to work a lot harder to get the ball back because there's better players. So.
Tell me about Alfie Santos. He had a good second half, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a young lad who's obviously got loads of potential, and I thought today he done really well. He was really strong for his size, and against an experienced fullback I think he probably got the better of him. And obviously with a little bit of luck we get on the end of one of his crosses and put one in the back of the net.
What were you taking to the Oxford game now?
I think we've got to take as many positives out of that game, and obviously work as hard as we did in that game and just keep on improving every aspect of our games, really, because you can't really rest on your laurels and you've got to build up your play. And I think when we train in the week we have to work on possession and defensive play, and I think the goals will come because we're not really conceding, so we should just got to pick up our form in front of the goal, really.
Finally from me, playing at home here at the Memorial Stadium, it feels like you young lads certainly get some kind of warmth from the crowd. Can you feel it when you're playing?
Yeah, certainly. When the crowd get behind you, you sort of feel a little buzz, and when they're all shouting, come on Rover as well, you get a little buzz out of it, and it spurs you on a little bit, really, and you sort of want to do well for them and obviously give them more to cheer about.